and welcome to Catholic Focus. I'm Maureen Kimani, and joining me today is a sign language interpreter, Charity Ngema. Thank you for choosing Capuchin TV as a source of news and inspiration. Here are the headlines making news today. Pope Leo XIV has expressed gratitude following his apostolic journey to Spain, noting the warm and enthusiastic reception he received from the people of all ages and walks of life, and highlighting the beauty of cultural diversity encountered during the visit. Speaking during his weekly general audience in St. Peter's Square, the Holy Father said that despite social and cultural changes, Spain's long-standing Catholic tradition remains deeply alive and welcoming, enriched by its diverse cultural expressions that reflect openness, dialogue, and unity. Take a listen.
Cases, I would like to share some reflections with you on my apostolic journey to Spain last week. Throughout the trip, I was comforted to see the joyful expression of faith and affection shown by the people of God, as well as the crowds that welcomed me with such warmth. During the various events, I sensed not only the deep-rooted faith of the Spanish people, but also a desire for the unity and hope that can only be found in Christ and in His love for us. The experience reminded me of the cultural wealth of Europe, its strong Catholic heritage, and the role it can currently play in promoting peace, respect for human dignity, and fraternal dialogue as we seek to build a true civilization of love. As you know, the motto of the journey was "Lift up your gaze," and I would like to extend this invitation to you as well. Lift your gaze to the Lord, and let us learn from Him to see other people and the world around us as He does. Thank you to everyone who prayed for the success of the apostolic journey. Please continue to pray that it bears much fruit.
Kilifi County is hosting the International World Day to combat desertification and drought, with environmental stakeholders emphasizing the urgent need to address the impacts of climate change in arid and semi-arid regions. Here is the full report.
Speaking during the celebration, Principal Secretary for Environment and Climate Change, Engineer Festus Ngeno, said the event focused on raising awareness about ringlet restoration, environment conservation, and strategies to strengthen food security in drought-prone areas.
Kilifi County is one of the ASAL counties, and therefore as national government and as Kenyan government, where we are privileged to host the Global of Servants, we made it a decision to bring it to Kilifi County because it meets all the requirements, the characteristics that we were looking for. And to indicate that the theme for this conference is about restoring, recognizing, and respecting rangelands. And Kilifi County being a rangeland, a dry or an ASAL county, it fits into the theme of the Global of Servants. Maybe to contextualize, this is not a national event, it is a global event. The entire world is coming to Kilifi to celebrate the World Drought and Desertification Day 2026. In the previous years, we have been doing it as national governments, but now we were privileged as Kenya to host this event under the UNCCD framework.
Stakeholders have also highlighted challenges such as human-wildlife conflicts and shortage of clean water in parts of Ganze and Kiloleni. The government and its partners are using occasion to promote sustainable solutions for combating drought and land degradation.
To find ways of eradicating drought and desertification. This year we are mainly focusing on rangelands, where we are saying we want to recognize, respect, and to restore the rangelands. Why is this important? As you all know, for example, in Kilifi County alone, we have 4 sub-counties, that is Ganze, Magarini, Kaloleni, and Bamba, that are worse hit by drought. Kilifi is one of the 23 ASAL counties, and the conversation we want to have is Kenya being almost 80% arid or semi-arid, is how we restore rangelands, how we make our environment productive, and how we start reproducing and ending desertification so that we can experience food security. Households that are otherwise pre-exposed can be restored and safeguarded from hunger and famine.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, I am Oliver Odero.
Residents of DVC ward in Webuye East constituency are raising concerns over what they describe as prolonged neglect in development, citing poor road infrastructure and lack of visible projects. They are now calling on the elected leadership and the Bungoma County government to urgently address their grievances. Susan Bulemi with more details.
Residents of Ndivisi ward in Webuye East constituency have come out to complain that they have been left behind in terms of development, questioning why infrastructure, especially roads, remain in poor condition despite having elected leadership.
Mabarabara zimeharibika, kila kitu hata kutoka Sinoko kukucha Ndivisi imeharibika, kuenda Malomonye imeharibika, kuenda Wandabwe imeharibika na tuko na MCA. Kwa hivyo anaweza kututengenezea mabarabara na yeye angali kijana, anaweza kukimbia, tunaweza kumtuma kwa kila jambo na atutendee. Wamama saa hizi sisi tuko na mikanda na tumeonako huyu kijana ameweza kufanya nini, kutufanyia kutengeneza barabara ya Sinoko. Tubire Martin aliwacha MCA na akaenda kwa upunge. MCA ambaye aliwajia hakuna kitu ametusaidia. MCA, mheshimiwa, tunataka utembelee vikundi.
The residents, particularly from Katumi village in DVC ward, say they have for a long time not witnessed any meaningful development projects in the area. They are now calling on their ward representative as well as the Bungoma County government to take responsibility and urgently repair roads and improve infrastructure in the region.
Tuliona kwa budget wameweka mambo na budget ya village managers. So nilikuwa nataka kuomba tu ya kwamba to make sure kwamba hiyo budget wana implement hiyo budget ya village managers, kwa sababu sisi tunaumia sana, kwa sababu kila ripoti ambaye hata assistant chief anapata ni sisi tunafanya hiyo kazi. So tuko na mzigo mkubwa lakini hatulipwi. Sasa make sure kwamba ukienda huko sukuma hii maneno na pesa zetu tupate. So nataka kushukuru kwa hii nafasi, kama najua kwamba wewe ni mtu mkakamavu na utatenda kazi, kwa sababu wewe bado kijana, na utamake sure kwamba hawa village managers, kwa niaba ya village managers wote, naomba ya kwamba wapate mgao wao, na isikuwe ni siasa kwamba siasa inaisha alafu pesa inakosa kukuja, lakini iendelee hivyo mpaka hata tupate pension.
Ninashukuru serikali yetu wakati ambapo imesoma budget, tumeona ya kwamba wameweza kukumbuka wa village managers, na tunasema ya kwamba zile pesa ambazo wameweka katika bajeti isikuwe ya kwamba ni siasa ya 2027, lakini iwe sheria, wa implement ikuwe sheria, ili hata kama ni rais atatoka tupate rais mwingine, bado tukuwe na sheria ya kwamba village managers lazima wapate mkao wao kila wakati. Na hatutaki zile pesa zao zicheleweshwe, pesa zao ziwafikie kwa muda ili waweze kujidumu katika maisha yao.
Reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
Moving on, representatives from civil society organizations, religious institutions, the media, academia, and the private sector signed a memorandum of understanding in Nairobi committing to work together in promoting peace and violence-free elections in Kenya. The signatories are pledged to advance ethical leadership and accountability, uphold the constitution and national laws, and support efforts aimed at preventing election-related violence.
Elections play a very crucial role in the democratic process, allowing voters to periodically assess the effectiveness of their governance and choose the individuals to whom they wish to entrust their sovereign authority as leaders. Both international and Kenyan laws offer frameworks for ensuring credible elections, emphasizing that these elections must be conducted in a manner that is peaceful, free and fair, accurately representing the will of the voters. On the 9th of August 2022, Kenya held its third cycle of general elections, and the fourth will be in August 2027 under the Constitution of Kenya 2010. By signing this landmark Memorandum of Understanding, we have established a framework for our joint collaboration and coordination under the Vote Peace Initiative. This event is a culmination of a series of consultations, dialogue sessions, reflections, consensus building among our broad membership, and the beginning of a citizen-driven demand for peaceful elections in Kenya. The conception of the Vote Peace.
Still on election matters and preparedness, the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties is calling on Kenyans to actively take ownership of the electoral process and fully participate in shaping the country's democratic future as preparations for the 2027 general election gather momentum. Deborah Bahati with more details.
Speaking in Machakos during a 5-day election preparedness workshop, the Director of Compliance and Capacity Building at the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, Anastasia Kabirere, stressed the importance of inclusivity in elections. She noted that bringing on board women, youth, and persons with disabilities will not strengthen the election process but also reflect the continued growth of democracy in the country.
So we have organized capacity building of various stakeholders within the political space, so that the citizen can engage with in the political and electoral processes, and they can actually be able to strengthen the democracy in this country. We have organized regional forums within our 13 regions in this country, and the forums that we have organized are targeting to capacity build the women. Today we are carrying out the capacity building of women. Yesterday we were training the political party officials. Tomorrow we'll be having forums for youth. The day after tomorrow we will be training the persons with disability, and eventually we will also end up on Friday dealing with the capacity building of CSOs and FBOs. So these programs are supposed to do a preparedness for all the citizens. We are trying to strengthen their participation in the election.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has, meanwhile, cautioned that anyone found violating election laws will face strict legal action. Machakos County IEBC manager Nili Longo observed that while many citizens often hear and share rumors about electoral malpractice, few take time and steps to report such incidents with evidence. She encouraged Kenyans, particularly women, to turn out in large numbers during the 2027 polls.
Ni kikao kizuri sana kwa kweli, tumefurahia kushiriki kwa sababu tunaelekea uchaguzi. Na mada ambazo tunaangalia kwa sasa ni vipi tunavyojitayarisha kwa uchaguzi, sheria zinazotumika katika uchaguzi, na code of conduct ni sheria vile ambavyo watu wanatakana wawe katika sheria ili tusiwe na hali ambazo si nzuri wakati wa uchaguzi. Looking at the law and the penalties, like when you look at the code of conduct, who is supposed to adhere to it, and what are the penalties, and we're giving them real examples of what has happened before, and it is as serious as it is. And we've also looked at the legal framework, because we do not want people to find themselves on the other side of the law. So we are educating them, at the same time telling them the repercussions of not adhering to the law.
Jacqueline Ziva, one of the aspirants, emphasized that training on election laws and party regulations is key in addressing issues such as voter bribery.
To vote for the wrong people. So my people, don't be wooed by the wrong politicians who want to just woo you to get to the wrong leaders. Just be focused, and I'm very sure at the end of the day, because there are laws which are governed, there are laws which are even prohibiting politicians bribing people and even doing other things. Just be enlightened, and this time around, I believe you'll elect the right leaders.
Fatuma Ibrahim of Fairbrine constituency encouraged women to boldly vie for political positions, noting that the law protects their participation.
So today, as Ms. Anastasia has said, the focus is on women. we've been very, very fortunate to have at least 10 aspirants who are going to be in the 2027 election. We've had close to, I think, another 10 who did vie in various posts from councillor level all the way to the women rep. We're hoping we'll aim higher. Women deserve more, women deserve better. And we're hoping that they're able to just understand that they are covered by the law, they have their rights.
Redempta Matiti, another aspirant, urged women to join political parties in large numbers to strengthen their chances of securing elective seats.
From today's workshop, I have learned that women need to take up political seats and they need to participate, and that those responsible need to offer fair and just opportunities for women.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, Deborah Bahati.
And it is a call to everyone to register, participate fully, and exercise their democratic duty to ensure a credible and inclusive electoral process. As the Gen Z put it, to Kokadi. The question remains, are you registered and ready to take part? And that brings us to the end of Catholic Focus. Thank you for joining us and for making Capuchin TV part of your day. I'm Maureen Kimani, and our signed language interpreter has been Charity Ngema. May God bless you. Goodbye.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.